The Bamboo Forest Secret. Deep in the misty valleys of Sichuan, where emerald leaves rustle and the air smells of damp earth and ancient legends, there lies a hidden sanctuary, a place untouched by the noise of the modern world. Here, among the towering bamboo groves and cool mountain springs, the world's most beloved yet elusive creatures try to survive and thrive. But raising pandas isn't just about cuddles and cuteness. It's about loss, grit, instincts, broken trust, and rare victories. This is the story of Meili, a young panda born in captivity, and the human hands who tried to give her the wild back. One heartbreak, one bamboo shoot, and one decision at a time. Chapter 1. Born Behind Glass. Meili was born on a rainy spring morning in the Chengdu research base of giant panda breeding. Her mother, Lian, had been brought in from the wild 2 years earlier after being injured by poachers' snares. Lian had adapted to captivity with a hesitant heart, accepting food but never bonding with caretakers. Meili was tiny, a pink, blind, squirming scrap weighing barely 100 grams. The team of researchers, dressed in full panda suits to reduce human imprinting, watched anxiously as Lian sniffed her newborn. For a moment the world stood still. Lian accepted her. Meili lived. But life in a sanctuary is a paradox. While it's safe, it's also artificial. Every movement is monitored, every interaction controlled. Meili would grow in a world that looked like the wild but never truly was. Chapter 2. Learning to be a bear. By 6 months, Meili was tumbling through faux forests, chewing on rubbery bamboo stalks and climbing logs under the gaze of hidden cameras. Her caretakers, who never revealed their human voices, taught her through imitation and food incentives. She learned how to strip bamboo, how to find shade, how to groom herself. But Meili didn't know the scent of danger. She had never heard the growl of a leopard, never seen a river surge after rain. She knew the hum of drones, the smell of sterilized enclosures. Raising pandas meant walking a line between nurturing and abandoning. Too much help and they'd never survive outside. Too little and they'd die young. Chapter 3. Trials of the Forest Classroom. When Meili turned 2, she was moved to the Panda Wild Training Zone, a vast fenced mountain habitat mimicking the wild. She was paired with another young female, Yun, feisty and curious. Together they explored the slopes, climbed trees and fought playfully. But when caretakers hid food or introduced simulated threats like fake predators, Yun excelled while Meili froze. The trainers worried. Pandas are solitary, yes, but to survive alone one must have instincts, adaptability and courage. Meili's survival score was lower than average. They couldn't release her yet. Maybe not ever. Chapter 4. Of Humans and Bears. Raising pandas wasn't just about pandas. It was about bureaucracy, funding, poachers who still operated under moonless skies, and international politics. Meili became a star in conservation videos. Her image used to raise funds and awareness. Tourists bought stuffed pandas with her face stitched on. But inside the sanctuary she was just another number on the wall. Dr. Liang, the lead ethologist, grew attached to Meili. She broke protocol. Once she spoke to her without a panda mask, whispering, "You're going to make it. I promise." That mistake would haunt her. Because Meili began recognizing Dr. Liang's scent. She followed her shadow. And when the wild became confusing, she searched for the human instead of the solution. Chapter 5. The Release That Wasn't. 3 years old. The ideal age for release. Yun had passed all tests and was scheduled for soft release in a monitored reserve. Meili wasn't. She watched from her enclosure as Yun disappeared into the forest, a radio collar blinking. Meili paced all night. The next morning she tried climbing the fence. That week she refused food. Dr. Liang fought to give her another chance. She proposed a plan: take Meili deeper into the reserve with minimal human contact, pair her with a released male named Bo who had adapted well. It was a risk. It was granted. Chapter 6. Into the Bamboo Sea. The first night in the deep reserve was eerily quiet. No tourists. No steel gates. Just the rustle of leaves and distant calls. Meili moved cautiously. She sniffed, marked trees, rolled in dirt. Bo found her 3 days later. He was larger, with thick forearms and wary eyes. At first he ignored her. But when a storm rolled in, Meili followed him into a hollow tree. They shared warmth. And silence. A week later, camera traps captured them playing. Meili was changing. Chapter 7. The Real Test. A month in, Bo was seen less often. Meili began ranging on her own. But then came the real test. A leopard entered the reserve. The sanctuary team debated intervening. Dr. Liang said no. If she can't respond to this threat, we'll know. That night, the cameras went dark during a thunderstorm. The next morning, trackers found panda prints leading to a river. Scattered fur. Signs of a struggle. But also fresh claw marks on trees, and blood that wasn't Maylee's. She had fought. And survived. She was ready. Chapter 8, The Last Glance. Dr. Liang stood at the edge of the reserve, holding binoculars. Maylee sat across the clearing, gnawing a bamboo stalk, gaze calm. She didn't approach. She didn't follow. She had become what she was meant to be. A panda. Wild. Independent. Complicated. Epilogue, the complication of care. Raising cute pandas isn't about wrapping them in blankets or posting viral reels. It's about detachment. It's about pain. It's about knowing that love sometimes means letting go, even when everything inside you wants to hold on. Maylee lived. Maylee thrived. But she would never know the name of the woman who saved her, or how many sleepless nights it took. Moral of the story. True care doesn't always look like affection. To truly protect nature, humans must often step back. Love, even across species, can require sacrifice. Wildness is not a flaw to be fixed, it's a right to be restored. The journey from dependence to independence is messy, painful, and necessary.